Things escalate quickly around here. Took the bed off, everything's over there. Now we can get a real good look at just how bad a shape this frame is in. Like, this isn't even barely attached. That's not doing much, eh? Good thing these are, that's riveted on. So I drilled holes here. I'm gonna connect those so that I can slide a 2x1 tube through here, weld on the outside and the inside, as opposed to it just being butt welded up against the frame. I want it to come through so it's not shear force on the weld, but the bar actually sitting in the frame and then weld it. Once I get this piece in here, I'll be more confident that I can remove all of this without the frame moving too much. Then I can tackle the back with the hitch receiver that, of course, the bumper I just built is gonna slide over, and then I can clean it all up and paint it. Can't forget the craziest part though. While I'm at all this, I am replacing the shackles and the hangers on both sides. This side, oh my goodness, this is what it's supposed to look like. This one was replaced when I replaced the leaf springs. So this is the kit we're working with here. Both sides came as a complete kit. Comes with all the hardware necessary. You drill the rivets out, it's replaced with bolts. Put some thread locker on there so I don't have to worry about it. There's the new shackles. So now I can take this over and, for comparison's sake, and show you what the old one was supposed to look like. So from a side view, you can see just how much that's been folded in. I mean, obviously that's supposed to be one piece of steel, not two. Now before all that, let's cut a hole in the frame. Can jam that through. Just cut a window into the frame on both sides. Just cut these pieces out. So now let's see how much trimming is needed. Definitely a little bit on this side. Oh, no, still a little bit of trimming. Cost me about a fistful of Dremel bits, but turned that into that. So now this will go through there. Takes a little bit of convincing with a hammer, but that's okay. The tighter the fitment, the better. Kind of doubtful about that. It looks like it hangs down too low, but I want to be able to get the bar through there and out the other side. The sun's going to start dropping on me quick now, so I want to get this laid out. 1/2 inch over past the frame rail on this side. Have it marked 1/2 inch over on this side as well. That way I'll be hanging out same amount on each side, not enough to interfere with the leaf springs here, but it'll give me a good amount of material to weld on. So I guess an advantage, if you even want to call it that, of this being a rusted piece of crap is that I only need to drill out the 4 rivets on top, because the 2 on the bottom aren't even attached. This side definitely not, so crust that I just bent it out of the way. It also looks like it did just enough, because I should be able to force this up enough to go through, and it's not moving the frame at all like it was before, which is good. So now I can cut this bar to length. Bit of a mad dash right now. Running out of sunlight, but I'm trying to get the last few rivets out of the bottom here, clean up the frame, tack it in, because I noticed that if I put the bar in the frame right away, I won't be able to clean under it, which will make it a bitch to paint. So hopefully I got enough sunlight left and get that bar in there and at least weld the outside of it. There you go, it's both sides tacked up like that. Clean her up, weld across the top. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Spool ran out with pretty much exactly 1 inch left to weld. So I guess I need some new welding wire. Alright, so I just stalled a bit this morning until weather got better, but it's sunny and dry out now, so I gotta get that back brace off the truck. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna go about it or what order I'm gonna go about it, so I think it's gonna be some internet magic. I'm gonna snap my fingers and then all of a sudden the brace will be gone. All right, let's see if I can do this internet magic thing properly or not. Well, shit. YouTube magic didn't get me all that far, but how to make some little 90-degree brackets to go on here. So I gotta mount this. I actually can't even pretend like I did this on purpose. That was a total accident, but look at that goddamn fit, man. Fuck, I'm accidentally so good at this. All right, that's the last of the rivets drilled and punched out. This whole unit, I had to, as you saw, I had to cut it in 2 pieces. Bolted the bumper on so the frame didn't move. Carbon canisters bolted up. Now we can get cracking on the rest of the cross brace. So now that we've reached this point, I kind of got to go out of order now. I got to pull the old hangers and shackles off so that I can put new cross brace in. Oh my god. Okay, so we got the bar set in there. Notched out for the receiver. I'm gonna make sure that it lines up flush with the holes without interfering. Oh my god, yeah, I got tons of room. Yeah, that won't interfere at all. It's be perfect. Bar fully welded in. Another piece like this, so it'll be 2 arrows. And then from there, I think I'm gonna go from the middle of that piece to this corner to create a little bit of like triangle shape to give it more lateral stability. So we're back at it again today. Weather's definitely a lot better. Getting some paint on some stuff, but first things first, I cut out 4 more bars. So they're gonna fit up in the truck just like that. Second bar I welded in is going to go right there. And those bars are what I was talking about to give it a bit of an X shape so that there's more triangles for rigidity. I'm still getting some wobble back and forth in the frame, but this should stop that. Okay, so my phone died while I was welding this up, but promise you haven't missed much. Honestly, probably overkill, but super solid. I've been going wild with the wire wheel here, cleaning off the frame, inside and out. Started over here, working my way over. Gonna clean everything up, try and see if I can't get some primer on it tonight. Alright, so I covered almost everything I care about not getting paint on. The rest of it, fuck it, whatever. I got some rust killer primer I'm going to put on here, so I clean this up as best as I can, but anything left in there will hopefully be taken care of with the rust primer. So start spraying. So as you saw in the last time lapse, painted the whole frame black, let it cure for 48 hours. I've hit this side with a Scotch-Brite to scuff it a little bit so you can see how it's got the matte finish. So I'm going to do that over the whole frame, spray it with another coat of a bit more durable paint. I'm really trying to make sure I let everything cure and do this as correctly as possible because I don't want to do it again. So I think it's been long enough to assume that everything over there is dry. Got the bumper painted and ready to go on. That's dry. And we're gonna get at these today. New shackles, hangers, bump stops, and bed hardware. It honestly really pains me to bolt this crusty piece of shit back on this fresh frame now, but I can't even express how many times I've cleaned all this stuff and this will not come off.